is blessed with beautiful landscapes of hills, trees, rocks, and so on. A few women who stand out in history are not getting as much recognition as they should. Because how is Akinla not as popular as other sons of Odudua? Anyway, let's get into the details. You see, on my way to Erinjesa, by the way, one of the main things that came to my mind was like, gosh, see land. If you're someone who has lived your life in Lagos, you just might think the whole world is crowded or there's limited land to go around. Guess what? It is quite the opposite. It makes me question, like, it took two parents to have you or me. No, let's use you as an example. It took two parents to have you, four grandparents, 8 great grandparents, 16 second grandparents, and so on. But how many plots of land was passed to you? Did you answer none? Okay, that's not your fault, but are you going to say the same to your kids? This part of Nigeria is where you don't have to pay arms and legs to buy. Have you wondered how real estate companies have vast land to themselves and they start selling out as estates? Yes, they buy land when no one is looking. And trust me, people aren't looking at these areas at the moment. You'll be surprised land could go for as low as 200k to 500k in these areas. And some are even freehold, like nobody owns the land yet. All you have to do is go and see the king and have some Omoluabi conversations. Or you just pay him some amount of money and guess what? Your estate is ready. This deal is not all that green though. One huge disadvantage is that if you leave your land unattended to, people will cut your land till you're left with 1 feet or nothing. Ignore my Dodoikiri and let me tell you the solution, which is to rent out your land to farmers. You could be paid pennies, but at least you're being paid to protect your land. Now, before we go to the main gist, I'd like to show you the outfit of the day. We named it after this intriguing site. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Olu set. I really look forward to the time where videos will show more of quality. But even though Olu set is given, it's a 3-piece set consisting of a breast tube, shorts, and skirt. You can pull off the skirt and swim with this tube and shorts. Yes, we had it all planned out. You know you can always reach out to us on our social media handles to place order for your own piece. And it can also come with a hairband. It depends on you. It's optional. But you can have it as a free gift. We'll be expecting your order. And for those that have been salivating about Erinjesa, Erinjesa is also known as Olumirin Waterfall, located in Osun State. Olumirin, meaning another god, is a name given to this site by Oduduwa's first daughter named Akinla. Just in case you don't know who Oduduwa is, he is the father of the Yorubas. I will be giving you full details about him in our next video. And that should be a huge reason for you to subscribe and turn on notification bell. You don't want to miss the gist about Oduduwa, so stay tuned. Erin is blessed with beautiful landscapes of hills, trees, rocks, and so on. Like I mentioned earlier, Akinla, Oduduwa's first daughter, discovered Olumiri, otherwise known as Erinjesa. A few women who stand out in history are not getting as much recognition as they should. Because how is Akinla not as popular as other sons of Odudua? Anyway, that will be a story for another day. So back in the 12th century, the great Akinla and her siblings, they had a disagreement over the custody of a religious symbol called Iro. Iro, as at that time, was a goddess of fertility and procreation. This argument happened in Ile-Ife and it was nearly violent. Oduduwa was old and he was physically not active in the kingdom, so I guess that's more reason why the disagreement was so intense. During all of this, Princess Akinla claimed exclusive right to the custody of Iro, being the first child and the only daughter of Oduduwa. I think it makes sense since the deity we're talking about is a goddess. This heated argument forced her to leave Ile-Ife with a group of her loyalists. So they left Ile-Ife together to live in peace elsewhere. After a long search, they discovered a ceaseless waterfall from hills. It presented itself as a fearful picture, and seriously, I can imagine. Because how can you explain an endless, heavy pour of water? This seemed as though it was a mystery, and seriously, it is a mystery. It was an intriguing sight, hence, she named it Olumire, meaning another god or goddess, since she had Iro with her already. Princess Akinla journeyed for 17 days through thick forests and mountainous areas from the day they left Ile-Ife to finding Olumiri. That's why a new abode was named Erintadogun, meaning the journey of 17 days or 17 days trekking, which is known today as Erinjesha. Up to today, the royal head in Erinjesha is known as Akinla of Erinjesha or Waobokun of Ijesha land. All of these are all oral histories, by the way, but I bet you've learned one thing or two. So, guys, it's time to pay for the class, and all you have to do is pay by subscribing and sharing. What exactly do you find intriguing about Erinjesha, or what new thing did you learn? Let's have it in the comment section. And don't forget, Olu set is still much available for sale. Make sure you're not missing out on this historical piece. At least there's something to remind you of Erin. Just so you know, my trip was organized and facilitated by Get It To Me Travels. They made traveling and exploring, in fact, learning about this area, it was so much fun. I would really advise you book your trip, and learn firsthand as well. I guess that's all I have for you about Erin. Don't forget to drop what you've learned in the comments. And I still remain my one and only self, Dada Olukemi Omotuke. And I'll see you in my next video.